A very warm welcome to the Hamilton Community Stadium here for match day 35 in the SPFL League 2 between Clyde and Annan Athletic. It's a glorious day here in Hamilton for football. My name is Graham Murray and I am delighted to be joined on co-commentary today by Ian Elliott, better known to all Clyde fans as Ebo. Ebo, welcome aboard.
Cheers for having me, mate. Thanks very much. Nice, glorious day here at Hamilton, as you said. Looking forward to the game. First time in comms, so see how we get on.
We secured third place last week. We secured a place in the playoffs last week, Ebo, as well. Annan Athletic today, mathematically they could still make the playoffs, but I think they would need to win both games 20-0, and Stranraer and Forfar would both need to lose both their games as well, so pretty much a dead rubber for them. So you've been down at Annan a few times as kit man for Clyde. What do you expect from today's opponents today?
I think it'll be a really tough game. Willie Gibson, I think he's a great manager in the Scottish leagues. He always has his teams well disciplined and structured. But at the same time, hat off to Scales and the gaffer. I think this season they've done amazing. They've built a really strong squad going into the playoffs, and hopefully this can be the season that the boys can do it and get up into League One again where they belong.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So you mentioned obviously Annan manager Willie Gibson not playing today. He is suspended for the Bully today. As one change. It's in goal, Brian Kinnear getting a welcome run out and some game time prior to the playoffs.
They want to earn a new move if they're running out of contract. So yeah, for me these games are massive in terms of the team making sure they're ready going into the playoffs, all guns blazing.
Yeah, and you see, I think one of the McLaren boys out for his stag do there, accompanying Andy Murdoch, so the teams are now out. Clyde in their traditional colours, white top, black shorts, red socks, and in their traditional black and gold striped top with black shorts and black socks as well. Connell there, I wonder if he has to run all the way over here to take the long throw.
And maybe be better with his throw.
I think we're going to leave it. Tommy Robson. Everybody back for Annan here. The ball in. Not beat the first man, but it should be picked up. Robson. McGinley trying to get his head up. Good ball in. In fairness, Killsby defended that really well. It could have went anywhere, but another corner for Clyde.
One of the balls in that any defender will wait. Very fast, low, and you just don't know what will happen with that ball at the end of it. So, very great ball in there.
It was actually slower coming in there. That's probably why Logan was maybe a little bit more capable of dealing with that and under a very difficult physical presence. Connell, good play. And caught late there by Carrick. And the referee has said that he's playing advantage as Murdoch bursts free.
Take the advantage, but he's got to pull that one back, surely.
Yeah, it's red fair. Up against Carrick. Nutmeg number 25 of the season there.
The referee's got to pull that one back, surely. Yeah. That was a blatant.
He's doing nothing about that. That's the frustration. He obviously claimed he was playing advantage, but he's not even looked to talk to. I'm not sure who the Annan offender was. But one of the things that we just look for is consistency.
Poor decision, Graham. It's an off-the-ball incident. He's clearly had a kick at Kyle there, and for not even to pull the game back, it's a bit disappointing.
Long throw. It's going all the way. Durkee. Heavy. Fleming.
Yes!
A goal for Clyde. Kyle Fleming against his former team. All coming from the long throw from Kyle Connell. And yeah, maybe a little bit of justice served there for the lack of a decision there. But number 22, Kyle Fleming, gets one against his own team. Clyde, one goal to the good Emo.
Yeah, great pressure from the boys there. Kept at it, even though, as we mentioned about the foul, referee played the advantage. It's obviously worked in our favour, got up the top end of the park. Ball went to the box, a bit scrappy, but Big Howie's managed to get the wee touch back for Fleming there, and a great driven finish low into the bottom of the net.
Yeah, I think to be fair, I will give Charlie Albinson credit in the Annan goal, because it was a point-blank save he made from Logan Dunphy's header, but Clyde recycled it. Howie back to Fleming, 1-0 Clyde. That's a good turn from Murdoch.
Well played.
Wonderful skill.
Excellent.
We're biased up here, Ebo, but is there a better centre mid in this division than Andy Murdoch on his game?
Nah, for me, I said it a couple of years back when I first met Andy that I was actually surprised, obviously, when we first got him, because of the level he was playing. He was full time at Ayr United, so he was a good coming for a good calibre. But another player, he's all for the badge, and he'll give everything when he's on that field.
Special mention for myself and Kyle Fleming. He came in last week. Barry Curry was unfortunate to come off against the Rangers B team injured. Kyle Fleming's been
what a ball!
Yeah, I'll interrupt that.
Hines.
Rightly so. Hines has got the chance to break.
Can he cut it back?
Yeah, I think you're right there. The cut back to McGinley was on there, but Scott Williamson probably would have given him an earful if he didn't try and find him there. But yeah, Kyle Fleming's come in on numerous occasions. He's played a lot of games. He's not back up anymore. He's a real contender to play alongside Andy Murdoch week in, week out.
A strong player, very composed in the ball, and what I like about Fleming is he keeps things simple, and that's all you can really ask for your players in the middle of the park, is to keep it nice and simple, keep the game flowing, and I think he does that to point.
It's well done from McGinley on the far side. Hines chance to deliver here. Links up with McGinley. O'Connell. Oh, lovely turn. Williamson. What a goal! 2-0 Clyde.
Unbelievable there, Graham. Unbelievable for Kyle O'Connell. Went to go one way, dropped the shoulder, great composure on the edge of the box, left his guy on the edge of the box. The ball in for that goal. That's what's made that goal there. That ball in there was unbelievable. Nice driven curved ball, perfect height for Scotty Williamson, and it's a striker's dream.
And also the piece of skill, as you said, to open it up, to get the cross in. I know there's a Player of the Year award tonight, and there is a goal of the season that's already been decided, but that's right up there for me. Just a wonderful football. Just making sure that the Annan players get no time on the ball, and without the playmaker and the player manager Willie Gibson, they might be scratching their heads as to what they might want to do. And somebody like Paul McGowan, who's played at a very high level, not really doing much.
What a throw.
There's Williamson, he's clear. He has played out Redfern. Oh. Glorious chance there for Redfern to make it 3-0. But another example, Kyle Connell, long throw there, releasing Scott Williamson, who kind of fluffed his lines at first, but had the foresight to play it back in there towards Redfern, whose general play today has deserved a goal so far. Connell again wins the ball. There's a chance to get that head up and see what options are there. Tommy Robson, Connell.
Robson,
he's finds it.
Yes,
that's a penalty,
that's
surely.
That's got to be a pen.
Oh my goodness! I mean, I'm not sure if there's going to be a clearer penalty all season after a wonderful link-up play.
I think it's there because he's let the shot play, Graham. I think that's why he's not gave that as a penalty. If was it Scott Williamson that hit the strike there?
Yeah.
If he had just stepped back and let that ball roll, that would have been a Stonewall penalty. But I think because the referee's played the advantage, that's how he's not awarded it. Yeah, 100%, mate. Going back to that Eden Smith chance there, you've got to be a bit more clinical than that. He's in the opponent box, and he's just took his eye off the box and miscued it. It could have been a great opportunity for Annan to pull a goal back there, but don't want to obviously speak too soon, but it could maybe be summing up their afternoon where they would have performed today.
Yeah, and there is obviously some goals to speak of in the division above. It's a great break with Robson linking up with Redfern and finding Williamson. We'll maybe come on to that in a second, see if anything comes from this. Williamson stand up up Max Kilby. Getting a good ball
Good ball.
in, and it's Connell.
Overlap him. Oh, he's done it.
Oh, what a wonderful effort.
Oh, mate. Unreal there for Kyle Connell. The wee roll with the boot outside of the peg. Just slightly too high, and it rattles the top of the bar. But unbelievable composure there for Kyle in the centre of the box. Yeah, just looking down at the technical area there, Kyle's definitely got a wee niggle. I think he's got the ice pack on the back of the calf, so hopefully that's nothing too serious, and the gaffer's done the right thing by bringing him off. Yes.
Oh, it's been saved. Williamson.
Yes!
Another brace for Scotty Williamson. The long throw. We talk about Kyle Connell all the time, but Dan Hines' long throw caused chaos. Another good save, to be fair to Albinson from Redfern, but Scott Williamson gets his 4th goal in 2 games, and we are 3 to the goods, 3 and easy for the Billy Way.
Yeah, great goal again there, Graham. The nice throw in. It's broke, got a break to Marley, and right in the centre of the goal line, maybe a few yards out, but I think it's just been up too high in his thigh. The keeper's parried out, but what a composure and finish for Scotty Williamson there. And if I'm believed to say it was his weak foot, was it his left foot? These guys like Big Logan and Howie, because they're a pest, they're always at you, they're always behind you, they're never giving you a chance to even turn on that ball. And in the air as well, you've not got a sniff when you're going up against Big Logan. So the boys probably had a bad afternoon, and he'll be going up the road tonight wishing he could have done a lot better.
Williams has a chance for a hat-trick there. They're claiming a handball, but unsurprisingly the referee doesn't give it. But it's getting recycled. Williamson falls over, but beats his man. He's still there. Williamson's still there. Senna. Oh, blocked, but it'll come back to Robbie Leach.
I think that was a handball there, by the way.
Dunicky. Not sure what he's trying there. but
bit of ping pong in the box there, but I definitely thought that.
Oh, Ross Line. He might have hurt himself there as well. The landing. We've got bodies back at Smith. He's kind of running into a cul-de-sac, and
that's a wee ball.
And Josh Clark heads it back to nobody, and it will be stopped.
He's definitely looking a bit of discomfort there, as Ross Lyons. I think it could be the shoulder by the looks of it. The paramedics just coming on the pitch now with a stretcher, so it's not looking good. I hate seeing that anyway, especially when it's boys that I've known for a long time, and all the best to wee Roscoe. I think it looks as if his shoulder is all strapped up, so it could potentially be his collarbone, the way he's came down and landed on that one. You've got Scotty Williamson getting another brace. You've got Big Logan and Big Craig Howie at the back have been absolutely solid. Your left backs, right backs, everybody's been brilliant. But for me today, I think I've got to give it to be Andy Murdoch. I think he's been outstanding in the middle of the park. He's showed his the level of the game that he's played at in his career, and he's been outstanding. He's been everywhere today.
Yeah, Charlie Maxwell will get a goal there. It just fell kindly for him there, so the clean sheet doesn't go nothing Brian King could have done about that. And yep, Annan fans have travelled a long way. That's the highlight of the weekend, presumably.
We prepared it, the club got it spot on that time when we went up and stayed on the Friday night, and then we end up beating Elgin 3-0 that day. And what a day that was, and what a memory will stay with me. And I know it was a relegation to stay in the league battle, but it was an unbelievable experience. And to think about all these teams that are going to be experiencing that next week, I wish them all the very best, because it's not a nice place to be.
Yeah, I mean, it was an unbelievable day as the game comes to a close. And a more than deserved 3 points for Clyde today. 4 wins in the bounce. Good momentum getting built up there. We obviously hope that the players that came off can shake off those knocks. We'll wait to see how Ross Lyon has been. But yeah, we've got a Player of the Year dance do tonight. We'll hopefully see some of these there tonight. But Evo, again, absolute pleasure. And we'll see you hopefully next season. Week 1.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.